Hello and welcome to this online workshop from the Student Support and Wellbeing team on character strengths as part of Learn and Discover. Learn and Discover is one of the 6 ways to wellbeing. The 6 ways to wellbeing are there to help you to make positive changes, to keep feeling good and living well. The other 5 ways of the 6 ways to wellbeing include connect, give, be healthy, be active and take notice. You can find out more information about the other 6 ways to wellbeing on the Student Support website, alongside a range of resources that can help you to implement the 6 ways. Before you get started with this workshop, make sure that you're sitting comfortably and that you've got a pen and paper to hand. You will need to pause the recording at times to complete some of the activities that we are going to do together. And you can also choose to pause the recording at any time as you can complete the workshop in your own time and on another day if that suits you better. So let's get started. The purpose of this workshop. You might be a little bit confused about what this workshop is all about. So we're going to start by learning about character strengths and how they can assist with looking after your well-being. Then you will have an opportunity to discover your own character strengths, and we will let you know how you can do that later on. Next, there will be a number of activities for you to do to help you to develop your character strengths. And as we said earlier, you can pause the recording at any time and do the activities in your own time. You might be wondering, what are character strengths? Well, character strengths are the positive parts of your personality that impact how you think, feel and behave. Learning and discovering what our character strengths are can increase our self-awareness and allow us to accept ourselves more. By knowing what our signature strengths are, we can exercise these in our lives, which can allow us to feel an increased sense of well-being. By knowing our lesser strengths, we can understand our past experiences better and learn how to further develop these strengths for the future. So if that sounds good to you, let's carry on with the workshop and the activities.
Expanding on this, research shows that knowing and using your strengths can lead to increased confidence, which we can all struggle with at times, better relationships with others, and this is really key to enhancing our well-being, enhanced health and overall well-being as a result of the above and having an increased sense of self, increased ability to manage and overcome problems, which can be beneficial during your studies and when it comes to looking for employment, better able to accomplish goals, which is again important during your studies, increased performance when studying or working, and possibly most importantly, knowing your character strengths allows you to be your best self. So now we know about the amazing benefits knowing your strengths can have. Are you ready to learn more about your own character strengths? You can take the free VIA Character Strengths questionnaire to learn and discover yours. The website is on the slide and the survey only takes 15 minutes to complete. Pause the video here and come back when you're finished. How did you find that? Is there anything you found surprising? If you feel disappointed with any of your lesser strengths, remember that the questionnaire is just a tool and your outcome does not define you and should not limit your beliefs on who you are or what you can do.
Now that you've learned about and discovered your own character strengths, take some time to pause and reflect before you move on to the activities. It might be that you want to take a few minutes for this reflection, or you might want to come back to the activities on another day. Just do whatever works best for you. Activity 1, affirm and value your strengths. The purpose of this activity is to understand the importance of your strengths to your life and affirm your highest strengths. So let's get started with this activity. First, reflect on the results from your VIA survey and identify one of your top character strengths that you value the most. Grab your pen and paper and write down the name of this character strength. Once you've done that, have a little think about why this character strength is meaningful to you and important to your life. You could write down the thoughts that come to you about why this character strength is meaningful, and consider when this character strength has helped you in your life and within certain situations. Writing down your thoughts is a powerful tool as it allows you to pause and reflect. Only you will see what you write down, so try to be as free and open as possible when doing this. Once you've done this, have a little think about how this activity has made you feel. I hope it's helped you to see how important your strengths are and how they have added to your life. If you enjoyed this exercise, you could do it again for a different strength. Take as long as you need to before moving on to the next activity, and feel free to repeat activity 1 as many times as you wish and for as many character strengths as you wish. Activity 2. This activity is about opening your character strength doors. The purpose of this activity is to practice reframing and to practice how to manage problems. It should help you to develop perspective and gain insight on the past. When you're ready, grab your pen and paper again. You can start by writing down about a recent time in which you experienced a negative event. You might find this activity to be quite difficult because thinking about negative things that have happened to us can sometimes be hard. So take breaks if you need to and pause the recording if necessary. Once you've thought about this negative experience, have a little think about the positive consequences that resulted from this event. These might not be immediately apparent, but there will always be something positive that you can take from a situation. So once you've thought of this, write this down. Doing this is going to require you to reflect about the event and think about something positive that happened as a result of it. Once you've done this, take some time to write down and explain the character strengths that were developed as a result of this event. Again, this might not be immediately obvious, and if you aren't sure exactly which character strengths were developed, you could take some time to look at the results of your VIA survey again and remind yourself of your various character strengths. Although it can sometimes be difficult to take time to reflect on the past, this does help us to gain insight and give us space to think about how we have managed problems in the past, allowing us to better cope with difficult situations in the future.
We hope this has made you look at your strengths in a different way and also notice how negative experiences might improve these strengths. The next activities are for you to take away and do in your own time. So take a screenshot or picture of each. Activity 3. Self-monitor your strengths. The purpose of this activity is to link internal character strengths with action in your day-to-day life. Follow these instructions to help you do this. First, create a tracking sheet or use an app on one of your devices. Then set a reminder alert for every hour or set up an intermittent alarm that will cue you to pause and check in on the behaviours that you are monitoring. In your track and log, be sure to note the activities you're doing, the strengths you're using, and how you're using these strengths. This will help you draw connections between your internal processes and your actual behaviours. By doing this, noticing your strengths can become an automatic process. This can lead to an increase in your confidence and feelings about your self-worth. Activity 4. Using a signature strength in a new way. The purpose of this activity is to take your strength awareness to the next level by building on your best qualities. Act in accordance with who you are and your authentic self. As you review your ranked ordered results from the survey, select one of your top strengths. See if you can use the strengths you've chosen in a new and different way each day for 1 week. This will help you see how versatile your strength is and can help you build even further on that strength. Thank you for taking part in this workshop. We hope you found it useful in creating an awareness of strengths you might not have known you had, and some tips on how to continue building these strengths. For more information and resources on character strengths, head to the Student Support website and search character strengths in the search box.